Okay, the words that we're going to focus on today in this lesson are going to be the ones from the previous lesson. Do you have any other words that you'd like to include today?
I think no new words, so just this one.
We'll stay with these. Can you pronounce these words for me?
Capable, pretend, suppose, attempt, competition, persuade, pedicular, incredible, amazing, probably delicious.
Okay, this word is going to be peculiar. It's going to be, let's see, P, let's make it bigger. Well, maybe P-E.
It's okay.
Per Q. Q, capital Q, 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 U, L, A, R. Peculiar, peculiar.
And is it correct to write it on table, in a table?
Okay, let's see. I'll put it P.
Road, sorry.
P. It's going to be lowercase p, Q, U.
No. I mean, I see this word in third column, second row, and it has D inside. Is it correct or not?
Oh, no, it's P-E-R. It's peculiar. Oh, you don't need me to pronounce it that way. Well, anyway, I've got it now. So it's
peculiar.
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 Peculiar. Peculiar. Peculiar. Peculiar.
Peculiar.
Peculiar.
Peculiar.
Yeah, and then when you say it faster, it just blends in. Peculiar. Peculiar. Maybe it's even peculiar. Why?
Peculiar.
Peculiar. Peculiar. Peculiar.
Peculiar.
Peculiar. Mm-hmm. And the more you say it, it will become a part of the vernacular of how to say it. All right. Capable, competition, amazing, pretend, persuade, probably, suppose, peculiar, delicious, attempt, incredible. Do you know what all those words mean?
Yes.
Okay. Can you give me, look at the picture below and tell me about this picture. Tell me about this picture and use as many of these words as you can.
So we can see amazing dogs on this picture, and some of these dogs, I think they, I suppose that they are capable to run or climb the wall. So they try to do this, and some of them pretend that nothing happened, and probably they are waiting for some food or incredible delicious food for them, and they make some kind of competition for fighting for this food.
Okay, so these dogs are attempting to earn food by competing. It looks like a very peculiar situation in that the dogs are all different breeds. But I think that if they are patient, they will get the delicious food that they're waiting for, and the owner might persuade them to get along with each other. Just making up something to have these words come to top of mind as we talk. So there we have that. I'm going to clear those out. And this article is about a woman who saves dogs in China. This news is about a woman. She lives in China. She is old. She does not work anymore. She helps dogs. In China, people eat dogs. This is normal to them. They say that this is a tradition. The woman does not like this. She saves dogs. She has many dogs at her home. Her dogs eat about 440 pounds of food every day. Because of this, she has no money. She owes approximately $126,728.62 in US currency to the government. Could you read that article for me?
Yes, woman saves dogs in China. This news is about a woman. She lives in China. She is old. She doesn't work anymore. She helps dogs. In China, people eat dogs. This is normal to them. They say that this is a tradition. The woman doesn't like this. She saves dogs. She has many dogs at her home. Her dogs eat about 440 pounds of food every day. Because of this, she has no money. She owes approximately $126,728.62 in currency in US currency to the government.
Okay, excellent. Very good. Now, did you understand the article?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about the article and use as many of these words as you can.
This article about one woman. It is an amazing woman. She makes an attempt to save dogs' lives, because I suppose in China it is probably a strange tradition to eat dogs, to eat dogs' meat, and she capable to save them, and she spent a lot of money to save their lives. Delicious, I think it's not a good word for this article. And
maybe the dogs looks as if they're anticipating something delicious to eat.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Arnie is not agree with this.
All right.
Meaning.
Okay, so let's go on now to clear all the drawings. So we have a little bit of a dialogue here. I'll read as A. Where does the, and you'll fill in the blank line. Just now, just look at what's over here at the far right, not what's over in the not here.
Okay.
Where does the woman in this article live?
The woman lives in China.
Is she a young person?
No, she isn't major.
No, she isn't major.
Adult.
Okay, no, she is an adult. No, she's
an adult.
Okay.
She's an adult.
Does she work?
No. I don't know.
The woman does not work.
Yeah, the woman doesn't work.
Do people eat dogs in China?
Yes, people eat dogs in China.
Is it considered a tradition to eat dogs in China?
Yes, for people in China, it's normal for eating dogs.
Does the woman like the idea of eating dogs?
No, she doesn't like this idea.
How many dogs does the woman have?
The woman has a lot of dogs.
Does her dogs
40,
eat it doesn't. It didn't say how many. Does her dogs eat a lot of food?
Yes, they eat about 440 pounds daily.
Does this woman have money?
No, she spent all her money for dogs.
Does she owe money to the government?
Yes, she owed approximately $127,000
to the US. Oh, in US currency, actually. It's supposed to be. She
in
doesn't know it
US currency.
in US. Maybe it's them. In US. In US currency. Okay.
And by the way, I would like to check a little bit higher. One answer. Stop. Do people eat dogs in China? Yes, people eat dogs in China. Yeah, it's correct.
Yes, people do eat dogs in China, or yes, people eat dogs in China. Either one is correct. All right, now do you see the words over here? Attempt, incredible, suppose, competition.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to say as much as you need to be sure that you use this word. I saw this article not too long ago, and I'm going to attempt to tell you about this article. It's about an article, but I want to ask you, where does this woman live? So I'll go again. I said, I'm going to attempt to ask questions about this article. Where does this woman live?
This is incredible article about the woman, and she lives in China.
I suppose she might be an older person. Is she a young person or what?
Competition. No, she's old person. She's adult, and there is no any place to competition in this article.
Okay, there's no mention of competition in the article. No, she's an older person, and there's no mention of competition in the article. Is that what you want to say?
A mention of competition. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay, so you want to say, you're trying, I think you want to say, or something similar to this. No, she's an older person, and there's no mention of competition in this article.
I suppose you're right.
No.
Yeah.
You're still at B. We're still at B.
Yeah, I understood.
Okay. So I want to hear you say it then.
No, she's adult, and I suppose that there are no mention to competition in this article.
There is no mention of competition.
In this article.
So let's go again. I wonder, I suppose this person is not necessarily a young person, but I'm not sure.
No, she's adult, and I suppose there are no mention of competition in this article.
Okay. It's amazing that based upon what I learned that she does, I'm fascinated. Does she work also?
She's capable to work.
She is capable.
She is capable to work or for working.
She is capable for working. She is capable of working. Okay. She is capable to work. She's capable of working. So if I use of, then it becomes working. If I use to, it would be just work. She is capable of working. She is capable to work. It has something to do with the verb.
I want to say that she has opportunity to work, but she doesn't do it because she has a lot of dogs, and she spent all her time for dogs.
But you need to use the word capable.
Yes, and what is more right? So she capable of working, or she's capable to work?
It's either one. It's just that there's a word that you change. She's capable of working.
Okay, so she is capable to work, but
or she's capable to work. It's either one. Either one is correct, but you have to change the to, or you have to use the of. Either one of those will be correct. Either one is correct.
Okay, thank you. So she is capable to work, but she had a lot of dogs and no time for working.
Okay. I wonder if people pretend that they really like to eat dogs in China.
Yes, people eat dogs in China, and I suppose that it isn't a Persuade tradition.
Let's see. Yes, I believe it is a tradition in China. Oftentimes people will try to persuade you to even try it. Okay, try again. Persuade. Do people eat do people eat dogs in China, or do they pretend to eat dogs in China?
People eat dogs in China. They don't pretend.
Your word is persuade.
Yes, I understood. And so I answer.
Okay.
And yes, people eat dogs in China. And I think that it is not a good tradition to eat dogs for persuading tourists to China.
Okay, persuading tourists to China. Yes, people do eat dogs in China, but I don't think this would persuade tourists to visit China. Okay, try again.
Yes, people eat dogs in China, and I think this wouldn't persuade tourists to China.
Okay, and I think, but it says I think, but it would not be and, it would be but. Yes, people do eat dogs in China, but I don't think this would persuade tourists to visit. Okay.
Yes, people do eat dogs in China, but I think that it won't persuade visit tourists.
Okay. Will-int is not a word. Okay. Will not.
Will not. Will
or
not.
It won't. Yeah. It will not, or it won't. Okay.
Won't.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, people do eat dogs in China, but this will not persuade people to, this will not persuade tourists to visit. Again.
Yes, people do eat dogs in China, but it will not persuade tourists to visit.
Okay. Is it considered a tradition to eat dogs in China? Or perhaps is it probably more like people don't have other types of meat to eat? Is it considered a tradition to eat dogs in China? Or more probably that is the most plentiful of meat in China?
I suppose that it is not a that it is a tradition, and it's not a pretending.
Okay, your word is going to be suppose.
I suppose I started with this word, so I said that I suppose that it is a real tradition, and they don't need
okay, you don't have to focus.
Food.
You don't have to focus on this part once you use the word.
Yes.
Yes, I suppose it is tradition, but it may not be normal for tourists to eat dogs.
Okay, I suppose that it is a tradition, but it isn't normal for tourists to eat dogs.
It seems peculiar to me that if it's the tradition of eating dogs in China, that this woman don't like the idea.
And may you scroll up a little? Okay, thank you.
I think it's peculiar. I think it's peculiar that she doesn't like the idea of eating dogs when it is the tradition in China.
I think there is no way to any attempts to understand that the woman doesn't like the idea of eating dogs.
I'm attempting to try and understand why she doesn't like dogs for food. Your response isn't clear.
So first of all, she doesn't like the idea of eating dogs, and I would like to say, in other words, that there is no chance to have an idea that she does like it. So she doesn't.
You haven't used the word attempt, though.
Yeah. So
she doesn't like the idea of eating dogs, and she's made several attempts to save the dogs. She's made several attempts.
Yes, you're right, but it is another sentence.
I know, but it's just getting into the frame of mind. I've got to use this word somehow.
Okay, thank you. So she doesn't like an idea of eating dogs, and she made some attempts to save their lives.
Okay, she doesn't like the idea of eating dogs, so she's made attempts to save the dogs.
She doesn't like an idea of eating dogs.
It's going to be the, not an. She doesn't like the idea, not the an idea. She doesn't like an idea. She doesn't like the idea.
She doesn't like the idea of eating dogs. And she made some attempts to save their lives.
Okay, say it again. That's correct. Say it again.
She doesn't like the idea of eating dogs, and she made some attempts to save their lives.
Okay. How many dogs do you think that this woman has? I think it's an incredible amount. I think she has an incredible amount of dogs. How many do you think she has?
Probably she has more than 10 dogs.
I wonder if anyone can persuade her to give up the idea of saving the dogs. Because the dogs eat a lot of food. I wonder if anyone can persuade her to give up those dogs because they do eat a lot of food. I can't pretend to know why people do what they do, although the dogs eat a lot of food daily. I can't pretend why people do what they do. Okay.
I don't understand the meaning. So
what does the word pretend mean? What is the meaning of pretend?
Pretend it is like to be not that person than you are, for example.
Like an imposter. So maybe she's pretending that she likes the dogs, but really she's afraid to be alone. She doesn't like living alone. So she pretends that she loves dogs. She doesn't love dogs. She just doesn't want to live alone. Maybe.
Maybe, yes.
Okay. So I wonder if someone can persuade her to not take care of the dogs because the dogs eat a lot of food.
Maybe she pretend that she likes the dog. She likes dogs. And how I can say it with they eat about 400 pounds daily.
Oh, you don't have to use these words. These are just there. You don't have to use these. You don't have to use these words. I'm just concerned about you using these. You don't have to use these.
Okay. So she pretend, maybe, I suppose that she pretend that she likes dogs, but maybe she just afraid to be alone.
So maybe she pretends to like dogs, but I suppose she might prefer not to live alone. Maybe she pretends to like dogs because she doesn't want to live alone. Okay.
Maybe she pretends. Maybe she pretends to like dogs, but she
doesn't want to live alone.
She doesn't like to live. She doesn't want to live alone.
Okay. From the story, I saw that there was a lot of competition for food amongst all of those dogs. There seemed to be a lot of competition to get food from all of those dogs. Does she even have enough money for them?
I suppose no. No, she doesn't have a lot of money, and she had an amazing chance to owe some money from the government.
Okay, now she doesn't owe money to the government, but she owes money to the government, not from the government. It's amazing what she has been able to do and still owe the government money. It's amazing what she's able to do for the dogs and still owe the government money.
I'm confused with the word owe.
Owe means that I'm supposed to give you something. She is supposed to pay the government something. The government isn't paying her something, but she owes the government.
So that it is, I think that it's amazing news, and if this opportunity will be, it will be great for her and her dogs.
Okay, say it again. Say it again. Say what you said again.
I said that it's a great opportunity. It's amazing opportunity to her and her dogs to owe money to the government.
Okay, but does that make sense? It's an amazing opportunity for her to owe the government? No one wants to pay money to the government. It's amazing that she's able to feed the dogs and owe money to the government. That's amazing. They haven't put her in jail or made her get rid of the dogs. That's what's amazing. It's the concept, I think, that you don't get there. The fact that she owes money to the government means that she's capable of earning money somehow. I don't know how she's doing it, but she's capable.
Some kind of credit. Okay, I understood.
Okay. B.
The last one. We already. Yes, I suppose that she owes approximately $127,000 in the U.S. currency. In U.S. currency.
All right. Now, do you remember the story that we just did? We just said it. Okay, let's see if we can do it.
In common, yes.
Okay.
I hope.
All right. Listening to this story and talking about this story, I'm going to attempt to talk about what takes place in this article. Remember, you don't have to say what's here. You don't have to say this. You don't have to say this. It's just
right column. I understood. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was incredible article about. It was an article about incredible woman who saves who saves the dogs' lives.
Okay. I wonder. I suppose she must be a young person, but is she young or old?
She is an adult person, and there is no any mention of competition in this article.
I think that this article is amazing. What else do you know about this article?
This article is about a woman that capable to help dogs.
Okay, this article is about a woman that is capable.
That is capable to help to dogs.
To help two dogs or to help dogs?
To help dogs, yes.
Okay.
So this article is about the woman that is capable to help the dogs.
Okay.
To help dogs.
Okay, this article is about a woman that is capable of helping dogs or capable to help dogs.
This article is about the woman who is that is capable of helping dogs.
I wonder why people are saying that they eat dogs. Do they pretend to do so, or are they actually eating dogs?
They are actually eating dogs, and I suppose that it is a bad tradition of, I suppose that this tradition doesn't help to persuade tourists in China.
You're probably right. If I knew that I would go to a restaurant and I would probably eat dog, I would not want to know that.
I suppose that you're right, and
okay. I think it's peculiar that this woman is feeding all of those dogs and she owes the government money. I find that very peculiar.
She made several attempts. This woman made several attempts to save dogs' lives.
Well, that's incredible. She has a lot of patience to feed all of those dogs that I saw. I wonder how many she has.
I don't know, probably more than 10 dogs.
I wonder if I could, if I could be persuaded to take on the care of dogs. I don't think I could be persuaded.
Maybe she is pretending that she takes care of dogs, and maybe she afraid to be alone.
Well, there's a lot of competition in her backyard with all of those dogs. All of those dogs are trying to get food, and she's just one person. I think that this woman is amazing.
Yes, you're right. She's amazing. And she doesn't have any money, but she tries to help dogs.
I don't understand how she's capable of feeding those dogs, and she owes so much money to the government.
I suppose that she owes a lot of money to the government, and it's approximately $127,000 in US currency.
Okay. All right. Tell me about this article now and try to use as many of these words as possible.
This article was about amazing woman that lives in China, and she capable to save dogs' lives.
Okay, she's capable of saving.
She's capable of saving dogs' lives.
Now you're not going to remember this, but I will put it here. Clear. Here's my little thing.
She's capable of saving.
I don't know where I'm typing at, but I want to type of somewhere down here, maybe of saving or to save. You see the difference? It's of, it's going to be ing. To it's just going to be a save. Okay.
She's capable of saving dogs' lives. And I suppose she makes an incredible deal. She makes a lot of attempts to save them, and probably it is the worst tradition in the China to eat dogs like a delicious food, and I suppose that this tradition doesn't help to persuade tourists in China. And maybe, by the way, maybe this woman just pretended and she afraid to be alone, so it is some kind of chance to be in the company of dogs. Probably this is true. And there are no any words about some competitions in this article, so this article is not about competitions. It is about life in China and dangerous dogs' life in China. Attempt and incredible, I used these words. So she made some attempts to save their lives, and it is incredible woman, incredible.
Okay. Okay, she made an incredible attempt to save their lives. Okay, we'll go with that. And then have over that. Now we'll go to so I want you to take a minute, look at this picture. And let's see, what words do I want you to use? Incredible, peculiar, suppose. What were some of the other words?
Peculiar.
I had them written down, but I don't know where I wrote them down. And I think if I go back, I will lose my spot. Well, I'll just go back and find them. There they are. Let me just write them down on a piece of paper.
I have all of them in my notebook, so I see all of them.
Okay, well, okay, then go ahead and use them when you're talking about the picture. Let me go back to.
So capable, pretend, suppose, attempt, competition, peculiar, and incredible, amazing. Yeah.
Let me go back to the picture.
I see the picture.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, but I don't. Let's see.
Okay.
I don't know where it is. Okay, well, go ahead and talk about it. I don't need to see it. Go ahead. Tell me about the picture. It's a man and a woman.
Just a second. This picture is about man and woman. I suppose.
Wait. This picture is about a man.
And this picture is about a man and a woman. I suppose they trying to make vase, and it is some kind of it is incredible work. So maybe they made a lot of attempts to make this vase correctly, and it's peculiar art for me. This kind of profession.
12:21 p.m.
So let's stop there. Let's stop. We're gonna try again. Let's stop.
Suppose peculiar.
Stop.
Yeah.
Settle
I'm
on.
trying to count.
Okay.
Right,
here we go again.
12:22 p.m. Set.
Okay.
Hold on. Set timer for 1 minute. All right, now start. Tell me. Start.
This picture is about a woman and a man. They make a vase, and this is a incredible vase. I think it's amazing type of work, and I suppose that they enjoyed this deal, and this work is peculiar an art. Maybe they made a lot of attempts for getting this result, this incredible result, and I see that they are very capable. That's all.
Okay, you said I had 13 seconds.
Is it possible to say that somebody capable in common? So
yeah, someone. He is capable, she is capable, they are capable. He is capable of making this cup.
Not of making, for example, capable. So we have the same word in Russia, and it means when we don't explain the meaning of capable, it means that it's capable. He's capable in common, so he's capable to do this and this and this and more.
Capable means having the ability to do something in a good way.
So when we in Russian, I think I understand that maybe it's not a good example, but when we use capable in Russian and we may say he's capable in drawing, he's capable in painting, I don't know, and more. And
which is his skill. capable to do the job. He has these capable skills to do IT work. So capable is the ability to do something.
And if he has an ability to do everything, can I explain it in one word, for example?
Yeah, let's just say if I were asked, okay, here's the question. I need to hire someone for this new position. And then you say, I know of someone capable that I would recommend you interview. Is that the same as what you're asking?
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
Someone
absolutely.
is capable. Capable means that he has the skills, he has the training, he has the experience, capable.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to say incapable, being
It's opposite. It's opposite meaning.
Yeah, not able. Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right. Let's go on to the next thing that I have. Here is, this is just more practice dialogue. And I want you to practice sounding more natural. And,
okay.
Okay. If you'll be Dan, I'll be Brad.
Okay, I will be Dan.
And while you're reading, if you can immediately think of another word, any of those words that we're learning, you can put those words in there. If not, just read it as it is.
Put
For
words.
example, I'm so broke, I really need to find a job, but I don't know if I have the capable skills.
Oh, I'm not sure that I will do it.
Okay, if you don't, I'll do it. Okay, but if you can do it, we'll see.
Okay, okay. I'm so broke. I really need to find a job, and I made a lot of attempts before to find it.
Good. So do I. I need a job too. I don't want to pretend that I'm good at everything, but I am good at listening, and I'm listed on the internet.
How about this? A door-to-door salesperson to sell baby products. I suppose it will be a great position.
Yeah, it might be a good position if you can persuade people to buy things like diapers. No thanks for me. I'm not good at selling anything, but probably if I could get a desk job.
Well, I am. I might check that one out. Oh, here's one for you. An assistant entertainment director on a cruise ship. I think it is amazing position.
Wow, that sounds incredible. It sounds like a lot of fun. I love traveling, and I've never been on a cruise ship.
It says here you have to work every day while the ship is at sea. It is a good opportunity to see the world.
Okay, that's not a bad idea. If I get to eat delicious food, then that will be okay. I'll take that job. What about you?
I think it's interesting job, and I will try it for a season, for example.
Okay. All right. So there we just try to make up something to go along with the use of our words. So today, or whenever you get to record, try to record using all of the words in your box. Use all the words in the box in your word bank. Use all of them. And I want it to be something that you can do within 1 minute. Does that make sense?
And what I should to describe in this 1 minute. So everything.
Yeah, you can describe this lady. You can even go back to your trip. But tell me what it is that you're going to describe. It doesn't matter. What I'm really wanting is just your ability to use the words. So let me see if I can find the words again.
We're planning a new trip to Switzerland.
I'm sorry, what did you say? Say it again.
I say that we are planning a new trip to Switzerland.
Okay.
And we will, I don't know, we're just planning.
Okay, so you're planning, do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so you and your wife are planning a trip to Switzerland. Probably you will visit some famous monuments that are there. I know that you will see incredible sights. I want to think about how capable or how cost effective it will be. I know that it will be an amazing trip. It will be sad, I'm sure, that you won't be able to take Ernie with you, but you'll pretend to not miss him. You can't persuade the company to pay for Ernie to go, I suppose. And it would be peculiar to take him on the trip. But I can only think about the delicious foods that you'll be able to eat in an attempt to not think so much about leaving Ernie behind. The competition, I can't think of how to use the word competition. Okay, but try to get in as many of the words. You just think of a scenario, basically. Think of a scenario in your head, just as I did with the dialogue. When I created this dialogue that we did here about the woman, I just went in and just put in these words. I didn't have any particular reason for putting one word in one blank spot. I just put the words in, and it forces us to use the words that we are we're knowledgeable about. And so what was the one word that peculiar, which means strange, different, capable means the ability to do something. Did you have any other word that just doesn't immediately come to your mind? What does it mean? All of these words should come immediately to your mind, what it means.
Probably all of them except peculiar.
Okay, and as I just said, peculiar just simply means that it's something strange.
Yes, now I remember, but I think tomorrow I will forget.
Well, no, you won't forget. And if you think that you'll forget it tomorrow, then use it a lot today, because peculiar just means that it's strange. And I'm creating strange, peculiar lessons because I want these words to stick to your brain. And it's incredible the way that my mind works, because I can quickly come up with a way to remember things just by attempting to understand what my student isn't capable of maintaining. Now, I don't pretend that I have the best solutions, but I suppose that a lot of them are okay. And the results can be amazing. Probably you will find when you're doing the activity a little later today, even though it will be a little peculiar, being strange, you will be persuaded to use these as if it's a competition, as if it's a game. And then you can go and have a delicious meal with your wife.
Okay,
So
thank you.
these are the ways that I'm using the words. And while these are not necessarily the way words will come to me, but when I see them, I immediately understand the meaning of the word, and I can quickly embed it into my story. All right, then. So this now is in your
In
in
my
your
folder?
in your folder. I don't necessarily know that I put it in the folder, but I put it, let's see. I'm going to go to the folder now. gmail.com. I put it in what I had as your file, but I think you showed me how to do a folder. Drive. So now I'm in the file. And everything that we did here is here. And I'll send the recording. I'll attach the recording in here too.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Today, I will remind you to please leave feedback.
Yes, yes, sure. Okay.
Thank you so much, Dimitri.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You too. Bye.